Well, good evening. It is about 4 p.m. here up in the north, up in Montana. Sun is just setting. It is going to be the winter solstice and Yule. And I'd like to talk a little bit about Yule. Um, it falls, at the solstice. It is a celebration of sorts, but it's not a celebration of abundance. It's a celebration of you've made it this far into winter. You can see that the tide is changing, that light will be returning to the land. It's not an endless feast. It is a deliberate feast. You do not overconsume. If you overconsume, you're insulting winter's harshness, its lessons that it's teaching you. But to hoard without sharing, is to deny your community. So you'll sit somewhere between scarcity and hope. It demands the balance of the seasons. It's a response to what winter reveals. Um, by the time Yule arrives, you know where you stand for the winter season. Your animals are slaughtered, stores are put up. Your household already knows the truth of where it stands. Um, Yule is meaningful only after the honesty that has been spoken. It does not deny winter, it acknowledges winter. Um, it's a recognition of where you are. It's at the lowest point of the sun. Nothing is hidden. The land is bare. The nights are long. And if you're still standing here, that means that something has worked. And Yule marks this fact that you have endured, and truth and honesty are all that remains. It is earnest gratitude. And what you celebrate during Yule is, your survival through the honesty. Winter has already shown, who is prepared and who is not. Yule honors competence, foresight, resilience, not pure luck. That is why the feast matters. You're not pretending that abundance exists. You are demonstrating that you have planned, you have worked for this time, for this time of leanness. It celebrates the return of order, but not comfort. It does not bring warmth, it brings direction. The sun has turned, and the worst does have a boundary. Chaos is not defeated, but it is contained. Light does not conquer darkness. It proves that darkness is not infinite. And also, a very important part of Yule is the renewal of social contracts. Winter isolates families, it isolates your community, your kin. Yule is a time of rebinding. This is when oaths are renewed, gifts are exchanged, stories are told. It's not frivolous. This is maintenance of your community, of your family. The household or community that fractures in the winter is not going to survive. Things aren't as harsh as they used to be, but family and community still are not going to survive if you are completely distant, if you're not, showing that you care, that you love. You know, there is joy at Yule, but it is kind of a sharp-edged joy. The fire is not lit because the cold is gone. It is lit because the cold remains. Songs are not sung because danger is over, but because morale matters. Winter speaks first and Yule answers, not with denial, not with excess, but with a statement like, we see the truth, we have adjusted, we are still here, and we will carry this fire forward. It is proof that the lessons of winter have been learned. And with the setting sun, I wish you a good Yule, happy holidays, and the best of a new year.